Here we are, folks. And he said, cough, cough, splutter. Back in the bush. I'm recording this right now for a couple of reasons. One, I'm enjoying the fact I have no drivetrain noise coming through. Now let's address the last video where I took the bike swimming in a swamp. It was unintended. I truly believe the wheel rut I was in was going to be the right depth, and then it just dropped and the motor was going underwater, and I thought I was going to get water up into the battery compartment, so which is why I tried to straddle the central ridge of the wheel ruts. Anyway, that put a lot of gunk through the bike. Everything worked anyway, but it was just a bit noisy getting home. Oh, that happened about 40-45 kilometres from home. So when I got home, massive clean-up on the bike, including using a painter's or an artist's brush with the firm bristles. I use those, the smaller ones, for getting in around the axles and the bearings and try to get sort of most of the sand grains and grit out. So and then after I did that, I then spent quite a bit of time doing a very meticulous lube job on the bike. I went over everything. I also went over the drivetrain to check for loose nuts and stuff, because I really did have a lot of noise in there. And in the last day or two I've had a couple of short test rides, and it's been quieter than the day I got the bike, so she scrubs up okay. Another quick update. For those of you aware, I'm waiting for brake pads to come from the UK. After just over 2 weeks sitting at Heathrow Airport, they found an airplane going to Australia. They're now about 160 kilometres away, so I should have them next week. And what I'll do is I'll keep the Shimano pads that I got from Sydney, or from New South. I'll keep them in the front, and I'll just put the aftermarket ones in the back, because even though I've still got a bit of meat, I'm getting down to 2 millimeters, and it would also be nice to have both brakes of a similar depth when you pull the handle, or the lever I should say, because as I showed you before, the rear one does plunge down quite a way. Anyway, the weather's not too bad. It's a bit cool, a bit overcast, little spit and spat here and there. Nothing too dramatic. I'll get back to, to be honest, I had no idea where I'm going on this ride. I've had a couple of thoughts of different areas. I do like to record in different places rather than just record on the same bit of track. So I'll get back to you when I've found where I end up. Catch you. Safe enough to ride. I feel I'm getting deeper and deeper into the forest. Mind you, I have mentioned before, some days I just do intuition rides, which means you don't know where you're going and you just decide as soon as you get into an intersection. Yeah, okay, we're going down to water areas. No water in there really. Just enough to wet the tyres. And it just popped up to 2 power. Back to eco. Left, right. Oh, hello, I can go that way too. Let's go this way. Alright, back onto a main road. We'll go to the right this way. Car. Okay, up the tour. Recover some of the momentum I lost braking and getting out of their way. So I've got a rough idea where I want to go. Let's see if we can get through. Back to eco. obscure entrances can be good. Let's see if we can get through. Bit muddy. Oh, fairly solid up to the centre. Again, cicadas everywhere. I have no idea how deep this is, so let's have a look. Oh. I'm catching a glimpse of the bottom there, but not here, so that wheel rut's going to be a bit deeper. What the heck? I'll go for a walk. Whoa! Okay, no, that's fairly stable. Okay. Oh, okay. That's, oh. Well, it's just over halfway up to the knees. It's just the unknowns of rocks on the bottom. So let's see where the water mark gets to. Oh, that's over the motor, just underneath the battery. I don't know if I'd be keen on carrying it all the way across there. Yeah, let's give it a go. Now, what I do is, I'll show you if I can. See that area there? That's where I hold on to the back so that I can lift that up. So, now we just pay attention to what our feet are doing. Okay. Oh, a bit unstable with the rocks under my feet, but it's getting better, and I've got the bike starting to ride up. Okay. Whew. And didn't even get the back wheel wet. Okay, let's ride, he said. Whoop, we're still on tour, and I'm pretty much had water up to just below the knees, and that looks awfully soft. I'm gonna, as his pedal picks up a log, I'm going to walk this. I don't want crap all through the drivetrain. Not yet. Oh. So here we go, centre. reasonably firm. Now I didn't change gears and that's still cracked. Okay. Back to Eco. Oh dear. So that creek we just crossed is off to our left, and you may be able to hear it, although those cicadas are a bit loud. Rightio, let's spend some battery. So we're on to just keep the speed up a little bit. And I've got a little bit of grit or something in the front disc by the sound of it. That should clear it. Okay, let's go this way. Anyway, that'll do. So here we go, we wrap up the ride. About 6 k's to get home, 98 kilometres done. And I think I mentioned the last clip that I could hear music in the bush. Yeah, it turned out to be a couple of covers put up, a bit of roping. It looked like someone had put on a dance party out in the bush. Whether or not they're getting around COVID, I don't know. First time I've ever seen it though. And I could hear the bass for at least 3 kilometres away from where I met the site. Oh dear. Anyway, quick shout out to anyone that's got one of these bikes. Has anyone worked out how to calibrate the power sensor? I've tried and tried, I still cannot work out how to do it. I believe I did have that as part of my questions to Giant and Shimano, but they must have got lost in there somewhere. So if someone knows, let me know in the comments please. If not, I guess I'll just have to email Shimano again and see if I can put the word on them, although they're not forthcoming with any information really about the workings. Oh. Anyway, it's been a good ride. Catch ya.